300 watts, 320 watts, 340 watts. I can't turn a pen. Oh fuck.
How do you do?
Yeah, it's been rocking the orange look today, but it's not very good, is it? Because it's kind of a different shade of orange and clashing with a bit of blue and white trim. Yeah, street cred, not very good. Hello team, welcome to week 2 of this build to the Darley Moor Duathlon on the 23rd of August. Yes, we're battling some injuries on the comeback trail, and I'll put the previous video up for week 1. You can have a look at that one. I think it's going much better than expected. So the aim for this week then is just keep the progression going. Keep it controlled. Don't go over the top. Don't go crazy, because I do have a tendency to do that. So what's in store for week 2? Well, I do need to maintain the training focus that I have, which is not a schedule. I just go by feel and key sessions. When I'm recovered, I hit the next key session that's due. And really the next key session that is due for me, I think, is a dedicated bike kind of effort linked in with some conditioning. So that's one key session. And the way the bike training will start to ramp up now is we'll be leaching into a bit of Zwift racing. Oh yeah. Now that will be next level in terms of intensity, and we'll need some recovery afterwards. But we'll see how that goes. And the next run session I want to get, which will be the following key session, will be back to that 10-minute sub-threshold run session. So I did 2 times 10 minutes last time. This time I'd like to go, maybe I'll go 2 times 10 minutes and then 5 minutes. Or if I'm feeling great, I'll just go straight into 3 times 10 minutes. And that will be back to where it should be in terms of the volume of sub-threshold sessions, which would be awesome. But again, like I said, I need to be controlled. The temptation is, I'm feeling better, I'm gonna go for it. And then I get injured, which is what I've done many times in the past. So let's see what that next Zwift session is gonna be. Monday PM, not much to see here. Recovery session on Zwift. See you tomorrow. Good morning team, welcome to Wednesday. Tuesday was a bit of a washout. I had intended to do an FTP test followed by some strides as the main session, and in the morning I did manage to get in a spin followed by some conditioning, but life just got in the way. It was horrendous yesterday. I didn't end up training at all, not good, but you could argue an extra bit of rest won't do me any harm whatsoever. So this afternoon I'm going to do the FTP test followed by some strides, all well and good. Today just an easy spin this morning, and that'll be another good day on Wednesday. Right, these first few minutes just getting in the groove. In case you're not familiar with the test, it ramps up 20 watts every minute until you fail. So it's only really the last kind of 3-4 minutes that really bites, and you've really got to push the end to get an accurate result. Coming up to my 3rd increase now, which is only 140 watts, so all good. 300 watts, 320 watts, 340 watts. I can't turn a pen. Oh fuck. Oh, I'm toast. Oh, I need to spin down, cool down, see what the result says. There's my FTP. Whoa, looks like it's a 247. See here? Looks like it's giving me an extra 10 watts from my old FTP, which was really old, like I said, a long time ago. It normally brings up like a celebration screen where you can celebrate your achievement, but didn't do it. Been sold short by Zwift. FTP test done. Now just going to do a few strides. Quite happy with that, 247 watts. 10 watt increase in whatever I may have done. Must have been almost a year ago. So happy days. I'm in a good place on the bike. I think I may do a few Zwift races, sharpen up, ready, but the bike is there. Just got to get this run fitness back in about 4 weeks, but I think I'll be ready for Darley Moor as long as I stay healthy. This stretch here in my local park is my ideal choice for strides. It's slightly declined and then turn around slightly incline, so you do one stride slightly downhill, get the leg speed going, cruise, and then we're slightly uphill, but not too steep to sort of make it a hill session, but you're just working a bit better so you can work on all aspects of your run form. And at the moment I'm trying not to stretch out too much, keep the stride a tad shorter than normal maybe, just to keep the fluidity and the core locked in and guard that hamstring. And of course run out that FTP test, get some run legs back. Hey, welcome back to Afternoon Thursday, and yes, I am going to attempt to do the 10-minute reps sub-threshold running. I don't know if the legs are going to be up for it, whether I'll have heavy legs from the FTP test. I think so, but it just looks so great out there. I just want to run, so I'm going to give it a bash, see how it goes. If it all goes horribly wrong, I'll just dial it back. Hello folks, we're running. I do like this warm weather. Right, quick few dynamic kind of strides and warm-up drills, straight into this. I'm going to do the first 10-minute sub-threshold, see what the heart rate's like, see how the legs feel, perceived effort, and then we'll decide how we're going to progress, whether we do the full 3 times 10 minutes or some kind of combination of progression. Here we go, first 10 minutes. Get him on. Ease into it though, no rush to get up to the right intensity level here. Just about to finish. I felt like I was continually pulling back, felt like I was crawling around, trying to keep in heart rate range, see what pace we got. So I never looked at the pace. 4:10. Wow, okay, so comparison last time I did this, which was 2 times 10 minutes, I was 4:21 pace. Not quite sure what the difference is. Let's see how the second one goes. Definitely do a second 10 minute and then see how I feel. I need to do something after that to keep the progression going, but it doesn't actually need to be another full 10 minutes. Gotta be cautious and controlled still. Okay, we're at number 2 and we're having 2 minutes rest between these. I had 2 minutes last time, but I'm not going to decrease the rest and increase the reps at the same time. But I do intend to, once I get the full number of reps, I'll decrease the rest. Right, let's get going. Heart rate 160 on this second rep, but the perceived effort is good, spot on. Second 10 minute done. No idea what the pace was. I just lapped it, so I'll have to find out afterwards. I think it was quite a bit slower, trying to pull back the raging heart rate, partly because of session fatigue going on and partly because the wind's got up and there is a bit of a slightly uphill drag with the wind in your face that felt like I was crawling to control the heart rate. Be interesting, see what the heart rate was. Now what do I do for the last set to ensure progression? Rep number 3. So I'm going to do 10 minutes. I'm really going to dial back the intensity, see if I can cap the heart rate at 155. This is a real struggle. It feels like I'm jogging. There is heart rate creep in the session, as I say, and the benefit is we've got extra volume, conditioning the legs, which is really good. And they are a bit tired from yesterday's bike, but yeah, happy days. This is going to be a really slow rep though. Maybe this is where the lack of run fitness comes in. I can do it for a couple of reps, but the back end isn't quite there yet. So 3 lots of 10 minutes done, really pleased with that. Hamstring, yeah, I've got a sensation still, no worse. If anything, it was better, and it only just started to feel it a bit more on that last 10 minutes, so I pushed it just the right amount. But good to get the volume done, but the intensity reduced on the last one. I can't see what the splits were on watch, I got to download it, but I'm imagining that the first one was quite zippy. I think I clocked that at 4:10 pace, and then second one's probably slower, and then the third one very slow, but it doesn't matter. It's all about the controlled effort, heart rate, hitting that sub-threshold narrow sweet spot, and I think I've got it. I'm really liking this because it's so controlled, so hopefully that'll bear dividends as well. Let's go and check out what the paces were. It is Friday, back to the early morning virtual commute. This is what it's about, grinding it out day after day, getting that base work done. Hello folks, it is Saturday, and after the easy day yesterday, I'm going to take a semi-easy day today. I'm going to do like a leg flusher on the bike. It's a VO2 surges. It's going to be quite hard actually. A semi-easy probably doesn't fit the bill. And then I'm just going to do a few strides, and hopefully that'll set me up for tomorrow's key session, which will be the 6-minute sub-threshold bike run efforts again, same as I did last Sunday. I have got a little knot in my right calf, I've noticed. Not sure where that came from. Maybe the 10-minute sub-threshold run in. So I'm a bit mindful of that, and I'll be very cautious. So after I've done this set, it's a very short one, short and hard. I'll do a few strides, get a sensation, see how the hammy feels and how that knot in my calf feels, and we'll test and adjust for tomorrow. I'm so cautious lately with injuries. There's no way I want to fall back into injury. If I need to rest, I'll rest and maintain the health. Right, let's get this done, a bit of suffering. One left. Man, it's like to batter. Recoveries are so short. It's good value in these sessions. The short hits kind of really samples the intensity and stress on the legs for short intervals, 45 seconds. But the heart rate never gets a chance to really top out. 150 max over that 8-minute sort of set there, but it felt really hard. Blow the cobwebs away, that's for sure. So 4-minute spin now, and then you got to do the same again, but it's 30 seconds effort, 30 seconds rest rather than 45 seconds and 15-second rest. So it should be slightly easier. Not sure it'll feel like that, but hopefully this won't tire me out too much for tomorrow. It is Sunday. Yes, the plan is normal, a bike run, repeat session, sub-threshold, the 6-minute effort that I did last Sunday, which was a really good session for duathlon. But hold on, put the brakes on. Yes, I'm going to have to pivot here and do something different, which is unusual for me. But my continual cycle of injury, get fit, injured, needs to be broken. So I'm trying to do things differently. And today, I'm kind of feeling below par. Everything just feels a bit drab. Yesterday was a rest day from training, but everything else was pretty manic. So it didn't feel like a rest day. I did some openers on the bike that felt a bit harder than they should have done, and then some strides. And I continue to feel a little knot in my right calf, and it was really tender last night. Don't feel so bad this morning. I gave it some ice and some Theragun treatment. So with those things all culminating, coming together today, I'm thinking normally I would just plough on, but I'm not ready for a key session, am I? The whole ethos of my channel and the way I train is I take it easy, and I'm fit and ready to go, healthy and fresh for a key session to get the major benefit. So I'm thinking, why should I push through and risk the calf popping totally and becoming a much more serious injury rather than just a niggle? And let's face it, a day or two easy training is not gonna impact my fitness whatsoever. If anything, it's gonna make it better. But it's that mindset, isn't it? Oh, I'm not training hard enough, I'm not doing enough, that I need to break. I need to break that thought process. So I'm just gonna have another easy spin today rather than do my key session. I'll still get the mental benefit of having to spin on the bike, and yeah, no running, that's the thing, isn't it? But if I think I'll have clocked up a mammoth 10k in running this week, but I've had some decent run sessions with that 10-minute sub-threshold set. If I think back in the day when I was doing triathlons full time, I would go for periods 3 or 4 days where I didn't run. I would just be doing bike, swim, strength work, and then I'll do my run session somehow. And my running was always okay during that, so I need to hang on to that. It's not about the run volume for me, it's about staying healthy. And we're going to make that start line for Darley Moor in just 4 weeks time. I can't be getting injured now. I've just got to focus on the health and see where it goes next week. And when I'm ready, I'll do that key session on the bike, run 6 minutes sub threshold, and we'll catch up with that. So that's another week done. And like I said, I'm not really batching my training into a 7-day week. It's just as it falls. So although it's a countdown by week, it's not training by week. So it doesn't really matter what I do in 7 days. It's what I do in the longer term period up to the 23rd of August. And how I feel. At the moment, I feel like I could do the duathlon. I just need to make sure I don't get injured. Right, so there we go. 4 weeks to go until Darley Moor Duathlon. The target remains. And then interestingly, the week after that is the Mid-Cheshire 5K. If I've got any kind of health and I'm all feeling okay, no matter what level I'm at, I'll probably do the Mid-Cheshire 5K with no expectations other than just to get another 5K under the belt with a race number and feel good and healthy. Right, so just a bit of a blurb today to finish off this video, but that's the way it is, isn't it? I'm doing things differently. I'd like to know what you think. I think it's the right decision. 2 days off, easy, makes no difference. Right, see you in the next video.